in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from me, no. I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me, I know who I wanna be.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Buccaneers coming in at 11-4, going up against the Colts, who come in at 12-3. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And here's a look at the starting offense. Second down following the run. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a... First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. looking to throw, sliding out of the pocket, and he finds a man with a crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down, very proficient, and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw again. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Yeah, he's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate. Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you, and if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
His throw caught, right around the 6. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go!
3rd and goal now. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up a throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here we go. Let's round. Let's run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Now back to throw. Surveying the field. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Come on, flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
What's the crew? Let's go! Ohio!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. Back to throw now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to go for a big play now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. So we've come upon half. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver, 92 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Right there. 54 Mike. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So on 4th down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now. This will be from 49 yards out. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punching in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Back now here on EA Sports. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was...
And he's got it! Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Room here to run. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That one goes for 38 yards, and the Colts are going to have a first and goal. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up to throw. He's got time. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 6 there on first. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go one more. Ohio! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer.
Here we go!
All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go! What? Ohio!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to...
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. On play action, they'll throw. Finding time. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
That block had all the earmarks of a special teams coach who's been working on this for a long time, but kept it in his pocket until he absolutely needed it. That looked like one of those ones that just said, crucial, have to have it, and called it.
So something maybe you don't use in the second quarter of a 20-point game, but here fourth quarter try to seal it, you do.
No doubt. And those guys spend so much time on tape trying to find where the weak spots are, if they think there's one player that they can utilize to get through and get the block. In this case, he dialed it up. Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, Finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Colts, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.